Yeah, okay. With Alexandra, again, the same thing with profile, right? That's what, or you call it summary, about section. A bit too much in this section, I would say. No one reads long passages. HRs just scan for keywords, what they want to see. They are interested what domains you worked in. Because, for example, I have some fintech solutions, SaaS in fintech. And so I'm going through LinkedIn and going through about sections in on candidates' profiles, right? And so I just want to find this. And when they're writing to me, they copy paste things from my profile and put it into a message, and they say, Veronica, your experience looks interesting, semicolon, and they just copy this. And usually that's the phrase. I love complex technical solutions, right? Working with complex technical solutions, something like that. So just go back to that summary and think what you could, highlight there to make it a bit shorter. And but here you have brings a blend of expertise, project management, psychology. These are these things that are relevant for design. My passion to create a user-centered experience. Again, nothing about what type of products you worked with and what are the domains, right? Was it B2B, B2C? What if you work with customers from... But okay, Alexandra said she doesn't have much experience at all. But still, if you are interested in some domains more than in other domains, highlight it. What would you like to work with? Is it fintech that interests you, or e-commerce? Okay, then go with e-commerce, for example. Because again, they have very little time. They want to understand what you would work with. Okay, so education, certifications, that usually goes closer to the bottom, with experience being at the very top, on the level of summary, right? So
yes, the problem that I have no experience and I have only the certificate and the education part. So I thought maybe it would be better to highlight this.
A tip for those who have, as you say, no experience. So this lady, Anne Brown, actually had no experience as well. But what she says, this is her startup actually. Still, she goes with UX designer and then U Legend. Okay, that's her startup. But then next one, this X Lab project, that's just the name of the project she did as a course, again, as a course project. Still, she says UX UI designer and then the name of the project she worked for. So go with the same. If you did something at that course, you just put the name, the title of the project, the name of the mobile app or whatever you did, and then she speaks through everything what was there, what she did.
Even if it's an imaginary project.
Yeah, because no one cares. What was it? If you can explain what you did there from X to Y, like why you arrived to some solution, if you can speak logically about that, that's fine. You can say, I did it on freelance. Because what people say, like, I was doing some course project and I just put screens on Behance, and next morning someone writes to me on Behance, some American guy who says, oh, I've got a startup with the same, and we just need the same screens for our fitness app, just what you pasted there. So who will, make sure what was it? Was it a course project, or was it something you did because someone on Behance reached out to you and said they need these screens, for example? So just explain what you did, not going into details. What was that project about? You can say it's a course project, but still, if they ask you when they invite you for an interview, because your experience there still looks so cool. And what you should understand is that anyway, you should go through the as-is state of things, how things work now, and then to be, right? All these customer journey maps, for example, if you went as far as customer journey maps. And just speak about your deliverables, but highlight the names of the projects anyway. Right, so because this is the last thing, an unfair advantage, that's the product marketing manager, right? So not that 100% relevant, but still, that's very close. Yeah, I would still, of course, leave it because that sounds like something relevant. if you are involved in product branding of a platform for collaborative sports teams, that's cool. At least I could understand what is the platform, because if I have started up in sports, for example, that would ring a bell to me. And I would think, oh, okay, Alexandra worked for collaborative sports teams platform. So she might have some interesting insights from that. So make sure you explain what the product was about in the first line, and then what you did, and then again achievements, right? So what they really love about UX designers is that you can speak about the result of something and persuade people that this is the the path they should take. So think about achievements and what. So
I have a small question maybe. I think it's really important question for those who are not working right now, about the gap in your CV. Like in my example, what you can see that I added a study break for 2 years. So I'm not sure if it's correct, but I think on the other hand, when the HR see a very long gap, that he might ask questions like, why? What do you mean? What you did? What? So maybe you can highlight.
I think that doesn't that shouldn't sound like that's something bad, something of a negative connotation. That's cool that you started something. That's something to be proud of. That then I decided to take some time to study something, what you studied, and I wouldn't call it as a study break, but would really put what you studied, where you studied. I would move your studies still to education part. And if you've got this, education, the Open University of Israel, and then, so this is International College of Coaching and Management. Is that what you studied, right?
No, where actually all my certification, that's what I do for the last couple of years. Okay. I also moved from when I countries, from country, but
I would say it's enough. If you say you did some certifications, I wouldn't even put it as certifications. These are parts of your education, I would say, and just say that, okay, you studied there at a university, at a college, and then you took some courses. You can say a course in this and that. And then, okay, you got a certificate there, but who cares about certificates that much nowadays? What they care is about your real experience. And so I would just blend it, merge it into one. Education, then courses. What was the course? Google Analytics, right? A course in Google Analytics. That sounds very cool. And what you studied. The course, what you studied. The course, what you studied. That you got a certificate, that's cool, of course, but I wouldn't even name this section as that. And then I would just remove it from your experience, because what you studied it's not that, I don't know, not that super relevant for UX UI. And what I want to see in experience are at least 3 projects. Well, 3 would be enough, with all the relevant cool details, what makes a UX UI project cool one, with some, interesting background. Some domain that is popular nowadays, and there are some products, there are more products from a certain domain than from others. So if you can mention something like, artificial intelligence, that was a great part of some product that you worked for, some, popular keywords would be cool. So some bots, I don't know, some products that integrate a lot of modules that work as builders. At the moment, builders are the products where you can build a solution for your business are the most powerful. So there should be some products that immediately would attract some interest from business. What business is looking for at the moment are, well, it's like 90% complex technical solutions. So it would be cool if you can mention some SaaS here. If you don't have experience at the moment, you can always go for volunteering and work for some startups. By the way, I'm in a chat with startups at the moment. We are in an accelerating program by ourselves, and I'm matching designers and startups there. So if anyone is interested in volunteering for startups, they mostly don't have much money, but they're so, well, when you talk to these guys and you see their shining eyes and how they believe in their ideas, and then the screens just don't look good because they don't have a designer, and you say, well, there is someone who could help you, and how happy they get after hearing that. And I already see my designers like successfully collaborating with those startups. That's what you can then add to your portfolio as a real case. And they have a lot of interesting products they work for at the moment. So you can pick going from, again, artificial intelligence solutions that pick clothes for you, and they can help you to find what you need for the evening. When you go out for the evening, for example, you need some clothes. You don't have time to go through Wildberries, for example, a giant platform with a lot of clothes. So this AI based helper will help you to get dressed, for example. So a cool idea, but again, they need a designer. So you come out, you say, okay, I will help you with the screens. And the good thing is that the screens shouldn't be 100% perfect, because it's a startup and they don't have money. So it doesn't put that much pressure on you that you should be like perfect from the very beginning, right? Yeah, that's the good thing.
Is there a possibility to share the CV yet?
Yeah.
Or, yeah? Okay, thanks.
Veronica, I have a question about non-relevant background. Should I put it in my CV because it's maybe I'm the doctor, for example, and other? Should I notice this? And if not, yes, it's why not? Or why
you're saying doctor and you're saying not relevant.
Doctor.
That would be really cool if you're a doctor. Some startups are, hunting for such people with such background. Would be amazing. So I would say there is no background that I would deem as irrelevant, because almost anywhere it is analytical skills, psychology. Even if you are a librarian, you're sitting in a library still. You talk to people, you ask what books they need, what they're looking for. You try to understand what these people need, and you could again say, working as a librarian, I improved some processes. Why not? Maybe you came up with a better system for looking for a book for librarians or whatever, because you noticed what the problem is and applied your analytical skills and problem solving and visuals. Why not? You can say, I was always fond of drawing anyway, but luckily drawing is not what's needed for UX UI. But still, speaking about visuals, so I would still leave it, any irrelevant things. But of course, if you already have enough relevant experience, don't show irrelevant. If you don't, please show something. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have one question. I have been working during 12 years in one company, and that is the only my work experience. And I want to know whether should I mention it in the CV, or it's better to cut this job experience during a long period of time in one company. Is it good or bad now?
You think it might be an embarrassing fact that you've been working for too long in some place?
Yes, maybe.
As a UX UI designer, you say?
No, I started like not a designer, then I get another education, and then I worked as a designer, but it was within one company.
Nowadays, people are such job hoppers. They just change jobs all the time.
Now people, they skip from job to job, and they...
and that's also not that good. HRs are afraid of such people. And so I would just, frankly speaking, I wouldn't be embarrassed with that. You could say, see how loyal I can be. I was so faithful, so loyal at some
Yes,
point.
well, but my experience is very narrow. I just like a good employee for one company and nothing else around. Something like this.
Well, that's the general advice for anyone, for everyone. First, you might have some experience, irrelevant, relevant, whatever. You put it first, but then above, at the very top of your CV, there should be 2 or better 3 projects you did as a UX UI designer. If you don't have topics at the moment, reach out. I will share some topics for you. If you are so good you can work by yourself on that, go ahead. If you need help, enroll in my programs. We help people to boost their performance, because you are in a group and it's always faster, and we've got mentors. My husband is a great developer with like a lot of years of experience, and he's interested in helping as well. So in that UX design mentorship program, we're sort of collaboratively leading people in their research, and we engage one group into helping us, because we've got quite an interesting topic for our startup and we need research. That is one stream. And then there are 2 more that we want people to come up with, and they will have topics to add to their CV and as a project. So make sure you have these 3. Volunteer with startups, go wherever